Sometimes we believe that we need to immediately change the way we're feeling, like how we're feeling when we're in a moment of discomfort, especially when it's emotional, but not just emotional. It could be body sensations, it could be a thought or a belief that becomes unsettling, which then trickles down into emotions, into body sensations. You know, all four bodies connect, I always say that. But sometimes we believe that we need to like immediately change how we're feeling. But often in those moments of discomfort, it's actually our body asking to be acknowledged first, to be witnessed, to get curious. And when we acknowledge, when we witness, when we allow, we create that acceptance and allowance of being where we are at and acknowledge where we're at first, acknowledging those other parts of our body, not just the thoughts or the emotion, but the physical sensations, the subtle energetic sensations within our soul's desires. When we bring awareness and intention and witness and acknowledge it, this is actually what allows us to move through those discomforts, through those uncomfortable sensations in a softer, gentler way, and in turn we build trust with our body. So if that sounds like something you want to explore, this episode coming up is the one for you. Hello and welcome to our Notice, Allow and Intend Monday Movement episode. So the Notice, Allow and Intend concept is something I learned within my Somatic Embodiment coaching training. And it's 3 steps broken down, obviously notice, allow, intend, in a really simplistic way to get you started if you're somewhat new to somatic embodiment practices, whether you're starting from day dot today, hi, welcome, or whether you've been a part of my channel for a while, whether you have done somatic practices but you just want to explore some more foundational concepts. The notice, allow and intend practice or concept is a really good place to start. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, let's get to it. What we're really going to be exploring in this episode is moving from resistance within the body into gentle movement and acceptance of the movements within our body. And before consciously choosing how to move forward with the mind, we can become curious and accept the messages from within our body. So that's really what we're going to be exploring, which is really what somatic practices actually are anyway. So I'm going to introduce to you one of the most foundational principles, as I mentioned, the notice, allow and intend. And what this pathway principle practice really offers us, that 3-step practice really offers us, is a softer journey into moving forward in our life with a more body-led way of being, rather than reacting automatically with the mind, the monkey mind I call it, or being on autopilot. Some people relate to that language more. Rather than reacting from those subconscious, semi-conscious spaces, we can bring a real intentionality to how we tune into our body, which ironically is our unconsciousness. But we can go and bypass the mind, the mental body, and come into the body, into unconsciousness, and use the information that we get from our body, the data, the collection of data, so to speak, as our pathway forward, a softer pathway forward, something that's more intuitive, instinctual. And it kind of gives our mind, which is always running, the backseat a break. I do say that a lot, but it is true. It allows us to explore what it is to be body-led. So to begin, find a comfortable grounding position in the space that you are in. Take your time, allow your body to get really settled and comfortable, and don't get attached to what the position is that your body's in the space. Just make sure it feels like a good space where you are positioned in the room, and as well how your body's literally positioned, how it's holding itself in the room. So take some time to orient your body and yourself in the room, both where you are in the room or the space you're in and the position you're in. Really take your time with that. Allow your feet to rest on the floor if possible. And if your body's not calling for that, that's fine, but just bring your awareness to your feet if they're not touching the floor, and if they are, allow them to settle into the floor and start to tune into that sensation. Take one slow inhale through the nose if possible, and gently exhale out through your mouth, allowing that exhale to ground yourself deeper and deeper, anchor it into the body on each exhale. Again, inhale And again, exhaling down, anchoring into the body. Allow your shoulders to soften. Relax your jaw. Allow the breath to soften now. And notice how the breath just intuitively, naturally starts to support your body in this space. And we use our breath as an anchor in many practices. So allow this breath to be your anchor to come back to as we progress through this. And so this is us grounding into the practice. Now we're going to go into the notice by asking, what am I aware of in my body right now? And giving that time to land in the body. Notice what happens in your body as I ask the question. What are you aware of right now in your body? Or you can ask yourself, what am I aware of right now? Just see how that lands in the body. Bear witness to it. Have a curious mind. Don't be attached to what comes up. Nothing has to be perfect. You don't need to be anything for anyone else. You're here for you. What am I aware of in my body right now? No need to push for an answer or search for an answer. Just allow it to arrive in its own timing. Perhaps it's tension. Perhaps it's calm. Perhaps your mind feels busy. And perhaps your body feels heavy. Whatever you notice, allow it to be there. Without changing it, without fixing it, without trying to control it, without judging yourself for it. And again, taking another slow breath in. And exhaling, anchoring into the body, staying with that anchor. And now state what it is that you're feeling in your body. This is what I'm experiencing right now. This is what I'm noticing in my body right now. Notice what happens when you stop resisting and you just allow it to be there. That's step 2, allowance. Creating the space for this sensation to be here. Whatever it may be. It could be an emotion, a word, a belief, a physical sensation, an energetic sensation. And just come to the acceptance, empower the acceptance by stating, this is what I'm feeling right now. This is what I'm noticing, whether you say it aloud or in your mind. And notice what shifts in your body as you bring in the awareness and the witnessing of that. Maybe nothing changes, maybe something softens. Either response is perfectly okay, or anything in between. And now gently bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your lower belly, if that feels comfortable. Take another slow breath in, again coming back to that anchor of the breath. And out. And now ask yourself, what would support me most right now? As I move from here, what would support me most? Not tomorrow, not next week, just today, just now. What would support me most? And allow that answer to come. Perhaps it's rest, movement, a glass of water, a difficult conversation that you've been putting off, even just 5 quiet minutes, or simply another breath. Allow a gentle intention to rise with that answer. Whatever answer came through, allow this gentle statement to be there with it. Perhaps it was a glass of water. I'm going to drink my glass of water after this. I'm going to be more intentional with my water intake today. It could be as simple as that. But that's step 3. We're coming into step 3, intend. Intend to honor the messages that have come through from your body. As we start to close this practice up. And it's not a goal or a promise that you have to adhere to. It's just an intention. It's gentler than that. It's devotion. And so take one final slow inhale and exhale with softness. And when you're ready, you can gently blink the eyes open if they weren't already. Take some time coming out of this practice. This is a very foundational, very simple practice, but I do recommend practicing it for 7 days straight, just like my other beginner's practice. I'll link it in the show notes below, like in the caption below. And yeah, practice it for 7 days. Notice after the practice what you are starting to feel through your body. Do you feel a deeper connection perhaps after 7 days? Do you notice something foundational that has been really a pivotal moment for you, realization? Do you feel like it's a slow thaw and it's a very slow progression forward, but within that it's just what you needed? You know, all these little things can be so unique to us, and that's what's so beautiful about somatic practices. Is it's not about doing something that someone else is telling you to do. Yes, I'm guiding you, but it's about experiencing it and experiencing and moving from there. You're not doing from what someone else is telling you to do. You're moving from what your body has given you the answers to. The path forward comes from within. And that's why I love somatic and energetic practices of all kinds. So I hope you really enjoyed that. And if you've tried this for a couple days straight, maybe it's a couple days, maybe it's 7 consecutive days of devotion, and you got something out of this, please contact me in the comments below, because I do love hearing the experiences you all have with the content that I share. And it's also good feedback, so I can know how to improve or if it's making an impact for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed this practice, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.